part, Sangeeta?
The next part is to introduce the Guru Gayatri, which we all have practiced, but perhaps we could just share it as a teaching course. And then if you would like to, if there's time, because we're about to finish the 90 minutes of class now, but if you'd like to do an introduction on the Guru Stotram, we could, or we could wait for next week, as you prefer.
Well, here in the component of the concept of the Guru, I think in the context of the Gayatri, all I would like to point out is that we are invoking the parampara. So the parampara concept is a vital concept when we talk about any Indian living tradition. And the parampara means that which is an unbroken line, a lineage that is of a continuous nature. And in our case, 150 years of Kambli Swami attaining Samadhi. So from the time of Kambli Swami attaining Samadhi, it is 150. This is not involving even Kambli Swami's lifespan when we talk of 150 years of a tradition. On top of that, that tradition goes all the way back to the rishi called Agastya, who came from the north to the south and developed the southern culture, including the Tamil language, the Siddha Vaidya medicinal system of the south. So when we talk of one part of this lineage, we are talking of a lineage that goes all the way back to Agastya Rishi. On another side, through Swamiji's own guru from his childhood, Swami Kanakananda Bhrigu, who, as you may know, is mentioned as Ram Gopal Mujumdar in the autobiography of a yogi by Swami Yogananda. Kannoya, the one who never used to sleep, the sleepless saint. A Bengali tantric who was Swamiji's guru. Through Kanakananda Bhrigu, the lineage is traced back to Bhrigu Maharishi, one of the Sapta Rishis. So we are talking of a tradition whose subtle nature goes back to God knows how many thousands of years ago to the Rishi culture. That is why Swamiji called it Rishi culture, as a mark of respect to these great Maharishis. But at least 150 years at Kambli Swami Madam, Swamiji's own lifespan, which if you realize from 1907 to where we are now is 116 years of Swamiji's lifespan, another 55 years here in Pondicherry, we are talking of a lineage that has continued its teachings in as undiluted a form as possible, given the circumstances over all this time, never compromising on quality, never looking for publicity. In fact, the other day somebody said, I was trying to find you and there's no board on the main road. I'm like, yes, we don't have boards on the main road because we don't want people to find us. We are happy not having people come here. I'm happier when nobody's here. We are not interested in filling the ashram 365 days and having 3 more ashrams with 200 double-bedded rooms with attached baths. That's not our goal, to build a 5-star ashram. So this is a parampara that is committed to the purity of the teachings as handed down to us from Guru to the next Guru. That's all. So that energy of the parampara, we are starting to know about it. We are then focusing on what is called the nyanalinga. As I said, at Kambli Swami Madam, on top of each of the gurus, when they attained Mahasamadhi, that's 8 of them in one Samadhi site. The 8 of them, they have a lingam placed on the Samadhi as a symbol of the energy of the Guru so that we can focus on it And like an energy bank, when we go there, we put our energy into it. When we need energy, we can take the energy from it. Ammaji used to describe the Samadhi site as an energy bank, where you put energy, you can take energy, and there's the energy exchange between the student and their lineage. So it's not just one teacher. Today, when I teach, it is not Ananda Balayogi teaching. It is not Ananda Balayogi asking you to worship him. Not at all. It is Ananda Balayogi as a representative of the lineage who acknowledges his position in the lineage and the ones who came before him and those who will come after him. It is a continuous flow. It is not an individual glorification, but it is the understanding that we are a drop in the entire river of the wisdom that is flowing. We are only a drop. In that photo, that drop may appear to be nice, but that drop is only transient. The river is permanent. The parampara is permanent. The individual is temporary. So we are understanding that the nyanalinga is the one that is involved in giving us a focus. That guru who radiates wisdom, who radiates luminosity, the one who lights our inner light. Normally, the term guru means the one who sheds light on darkness. But then it sounds like it's somebody outside who's going to do it for you. No. The guru helps you light your own inner light. You have a light within you. Each and every one of us has that divine life. All souls are potentially divine. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahman. These are Vedic Mahavakyams reiterating that the same divine light is in everyone. Saint and sinner both have the light within them. Both. We don't have a blessed soul and a cursed soul. Everybody has an Atma, and that Atma is divine. That light which is there in the Atma, that Jyotir is what the Guru enables to be lit. So the externalized Guru is only an embodiment, a figurehead who enables us to attune to the inner Guru called the Guru Sakshat, and that Guru Sakshat within us illumines us from within. And that is why I often repeat this statement: the best Guru has no more disciples. Just like the best doctor has no more patients. They have cured them all, not killed them all. The thing is, the best doctor is the one who has no more patients. The best Guru is the one who has no more Shishyas. But today in the world of Guruhood, today we are counted by how many zillion Chelas we have, and Shishyas have subscribed to our newsletter. That is the antithesis of what a Guru is. That is nothing but spiritual MBA. The inner Guru has to be lit. So that Tanno Guru Prachodayat, when we chant this Guru Gayatri, we are invoking the Guru from within, that Guru who is within us, that drop which can become part of that river. And that river continues to grow, continues to flow wherever its terrain is. And that river then nourishes other rivers, other areas through its drops of wisdom and knowledge, which ultimately trace back in a subtle way to the whole parampara. And that is why everyone who goes out and shares, irrespective of whether they acknowledge it or not, that link to the parampara is there. Many studied with my father, went out and taught and did not even acknowledge it. You find his teachings in so many places and there's no acknowledgement at all. But still, the subtle connection is there whether they know it or not. And now with Google and Wikipedia, it's easy to find out these people. You find these teachings and it comes up and I'm like, wow, that's great. Recently, somebody packaged one of my teachings as theirs and it was wonderful. I was like, this is very interesting. It sounds good. Then I realize it's mine with their name on it. And it's not mine. Okay, it's not mine. But at one level, the Guru spirit comes alive in us. That is what this is all about. When we say Om Tat Paramparyaya Vidmahe. Paramparyaya. There's a ya. Remember, there's the double ya. Because many times people end up with Tat Paramparaya and you don't know what they're saying. Om Tat Parampayaya Vidmahe Nyana Lingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guruhu. When you chant it slow, it's Tanno Guruhu, Tanno Guru Prachodayat. So let us invoke the spirit of the Guru Tattva. And the Guru Tattva is beyond the personality. It is a universality. Tad Paramparyaya Vidmahe. Om Tad Paramparyaya Vidmahe Nyanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Nyanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om Prachodayate Om Tat Paramparyaya Vidmahe Tat Paramparyaya Vidmahe Nyanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Nyanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om Prachodayate Om Tat Paramparyaya Vidmahe Tat Paramparyaya Vidmahe Nyanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Nyanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om Prachodayate Om Om. Sangeeta, can you just put that beginning part of the Guru Stotra introduction? I'll just spend a few moments on that. And we have already sent you this PDF, I believe. So I would recommend reading this part. This is from a very beautiful book Shersha Chandra Vasu had written on the daily practices of the Hindus. And it's a very beautiful book with a lot of explanation of how they get up in the morning, what you are supposed to do and all. And in that, the Guru Stotra he had described. And Ammaji had brought this into our study sheet. And it's a very nice reading. The word Guru is sometimes very vaguely employed both in Sanskrita and English to designate every kind of teacher. But strictly speaking, the word should be exclusively applied to the highest spiritual teachers of humanity, while the words Acharya and Upadhyaya can be reserved for indicating the secular and semi-secular teachers. The Guru, therefore, to whom the student ought really to render homage, is the particular liberated soul, the Jivana Mukta, the person who has united the lower to the highest self, who, though on the threshold of nirvana, voluntarily renounces that privilege so that they can remain behind and serve the less advanced humanity. They will not enter the place of peace as long as even a single one of the fellow humans remains to be served. These glorious beings, the gurus, the flowers of humanity, I love this phrase, the flowers of humanity, the directors of human evolution, what a beautiful phrase, and loving mentors of humankind. They are those whom Indian wisdom has named Jivan Muktas, the free souls, or Mahatmas, the great souls. They belong to no particular nationality or country, to no particular creed or sect. The consciousness of humanity has borne unanimous testimony to the existence of these great ones, for they have in all ages and climes been the guides and guardians of mankind. They have drawn devoted, sincere, and selfless aspirants to the presence. This is introduction from Shirsha Chandra Vasu, who's also translated scriptures like the Garanda Samhita, the Shiva Samhita, and there are some very beautiful translations he has done long ago. I think most of his translations are nearly a century old. And he has translated a Persian poet as saying, there is a class of men who are men of practice and deed and who dwell in seclusion, monarchs in seclusion, apparent beggars in life, knowers of the goal of life, but they appear as if they have lost their way. How can mankind find the existence when they are as hidden as the fabulous waters of life? Like the self-sacrificing moth, they burn themselves in the fire of love. They are not like the selfish caterpillar that smothers itself in its own cocoon. They have a body of dust, but breath of fire. With one shout, they uproot a mountain from its base. With one wail, they overturn a whole kingdom. Like wind, they are invisible, but swift of motion. Like stone, they are silent, but always in devotion. Night and day, so immersed are they in the ocean of love and divine ecstasy that they do not know the night from the day. So enchanted are they with the beauty of the creator of the external appearance. They have nothing to do with the beauty of the appearance. Beautiful phrase. This paragraph, though I'm sure we have lost a lot in translation as happens, still has captured the essence of the spirit of gurus. Today, we have market gurus, whiskey gurus, fitness gurus. This word has become one of the most abused words along with yoga. Such an abused word today. We have young people who graduate, get a diploma, and suddenly you see them calling themselves a guru. It's pathetic, pathetic. And I can understand it happening in North America. I can understand it happening in Europe, not in India. We should know better. When our young people do a BA, MA in yoga, and suddenly they are yoga guru so-and-so. I think the main people I never accept Facebook friend requests are people who call themselves yoga guru so-and-so and send me a request. I don't think I ever have accepted one of them, because if you have to call yourself a yoga guru, I know that you are not. When you have to call yourself something, when you have to go around proclaiming you are good, I am good, I am good, I am good, I am good, it means you have something to hide. You know, it is so important. When we talk of guru, because Sangeeta, we can stop sharing the screen so I can see everybody a bit more. You know, when we talk about gurus, Many people have gone from India to the West, and many of them have created a very bad image of gurus. Human beings with all the frailties, when they went to the West, had no idea what was there. We have ended up with scandals. We have ended up with the word guru becoming a bad word. To such an extent, today people talk of post-lineage yoga. Post-lineage yoga. I'm sorry to use this term, but it is basically calling themselves bastards. When you are negating lineage, you are negating your paternity. When you say post-lineage yoga, it is bastardized yoga, and I never thought I would say those two words in the same phrase. And this has become so popular. Oh, gurus are exploitive. Gurus are always, power hungry. Gurus have sexually abused students. Gurus are, swindling students. And, there's so much of this. And the problem is many of our gurus have done that. And I remember a conference in Australia where a speaker from New Zealand got up and said, there's not a single lineage of yoga that has not had a scandal, has not had a problem. Imagine this is the type of statement you find today. You have people who say, oh, if you follow a tradition, you are sheep. They have equated traditions with cults. They have equated gurus with power-hungry dictators. A guru is not a power-hungry dictator. A guru is not an exploitive authority. A guru is not one who wants to keep you under the thumb all the time. That is not a guru. I'm sorry, but that's not a guru. A guru is more loving than a parent in wanting their student to grow bigger, greater than them. And this is why that term guru, when people abuse that word, misuse that word, it hurts badly. And this is why when I talk about guru, for me, Swamiji Amma come to mind. My illustrious gurus of music, rhythm, and the dance, Natyam, come to mind. Pure souls who were embodiments of the Guru Tattva. None of them stealing my autonomy. Not one of them misguiding me. Not one of them after my purse. Not one of them after my pants. No, that is not being a guru. Being a guru is the most selfless thing one can be. A guru is the most selfless a person can be because they have given up their own desires for the sake of the growth of others. The other day, I was listening to beautiful post-match interviews with Djokovic and Carlos. Carlos won Wimbledon, and Novak, who has won it, I think 7 times, was going to get the 8th time and, beat Roger Federer's record, and he loses in a 5-setter match. And at the end of it, when Djokovic was talking about Carlos, there was such a beautiful spirit. And when Carlos was talking about Djokovic, there was a spirit of a guru-shishya relationship, though they are competitors. When you bring both those videos together and you watch them, I was stunned that we still have such good human beings who are in sports. I wish we had such human beings in politics. I wish we had such human beings in yoga who have that capacity to be proud of another person's success at even their cost. Djokovic had lost. He said, not such a good day for me, but a good day for him. He said he has got the best of Roger Federer, of Nadal, of myself, and he is a complete player. And Carlos says, you were winning trophies before I was born. And they have that relationship. When they can have that relationship, what I was perceiving is this beautiful, another form of Guru Shishya. Now, Carlos doesn't go and fall at the feet of Djokovic and gets his blessings before the match. No. It's not that the guru is somebody whose feet you fall at. Because the guru doesn't want you to fall at their feet. They don't need you to fall at their feet. They are happy to hold you heart to heart, soul to soul, mind to mind, consciousness to consciousness. That is the guru that we are talking about when we talk about the Guru Gayatri. That is the guru we are going to be exploring next week when we look at the Guru Stotra. It is not an individual who sits on a throne commanding an empire. No. That is cult. That is authoritative. We have in parenting, democratic parenting, authoritative parenting, democratic parenting. People have equated authoritative, dictatorial parenting and guru. This is what we have done. The guru is a loving mother. That is why the divine mother, divine yoga, divine guru. I'm going to stop there today because there are a few videos that Sangeeta will share with you where I have explored my heart on this feeling, because as someone who's grown up in this tradition, as someone who has understood the Guru-Shishya relationship, I think you should share that chapter, Sangeeta, Guru Chela, that chapter from Saraswati Pearls. It's a very good chapter we have in one of our books, and we'll share with you that chapter. It is a relationship beyond any relationship. A Guru-Shishya, Guru-Chela relationship encompasses all known and unknown relationships that are possible. And that is what we are attuning to. That is why whenever my dear students try to call me Guru, I evade it, because it's just such a responsibility. It's such a responsibility that, seriously, I'm happy with Acharya is good enough. Doctor Sir, as my kids call me, all my loving kids, Doctor Sir, it's nice. Guruji is frightening. It frightens me. But because of your love, I don't put cotton in your mouth to stop you. But seriously, I have seen what a guru is. Over to you, Sangeeta.
Thank you, sir. I think one of the best strategies is to alternate the names. So we call you Sir, Dr. Sir, Acharya, Anandaji, and then every once in a while we slip in the Guruji so that you get slowly accustomed to it. That's our strategy.